Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bill Caskey podcast. The first thing I want to do is wish you and your family and your colleagues and associates and friends a merry, joyful, happy holidays. I know this is it's going to be our last episode of the year until next year, so I just wanted to take a chance. See, I got all dressed up for you, too. Sports jacket, nice white, crisp shirt. So anyway, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. I hope it's a good one for you. You know, on this last podcast, I wanted to share with you something that we're going to be launching on February 1st. It's a program called the $1 Million Seller. You may have seen some promotion for it. It doesn't start till February 1st, but I want to give you a sense of how you can get to the $1 million income level. And I know for some of you, you say, well, I just can't get there. I mean, my comp plan doesn't allow me to get there. So don't worry so much about the $1 million. Think about exponential growth. Think about scaling your income. If you're in professional sales, entrepreneur, creator, I'm going to share with you a ladder today that I think you can leverage to get closer to the $1 million income level or the income level of your choice. You know, when people reach out to me, they typically say something like, if it's a CEO or a president, they'll say, I want you to come in and work with our sales team. We need to all get better. We need to be more effective. It's usually about more. We want more customers, more profit, more income for our people. And if it's an individual calling me, he or she typically wants more. They don't want to work harder, which I don't blame them. They want to go from $200,000 a year to $400,000, but they don't want to work twice as hard. So it's not just one unit of effort to one unit of dollar. It's got to be scale in there. And so I've come up with this concept of the leverage ladder because the fact is that if you want to grow your income, or grow anything in your world, leverage is key. How do you get the most out of what you have? You've got skills, you've got talent, you've got wisdom, you've got experience, you've got stories, you've got expertise. Maybe I said that already. You want to leverage that. You want to get the most mileage you can. You want to exploit your assets. You don't want to exploit people. You want to leverage and exploit the assets that you have available to you. So I've come up with this concept called the leverage ladder, and I'm going to go through it actually on a webinar sometime in January. If you'd like to make sure you get access to that, go to billcaskey.com, get on the $1 Million Seller wait list. There's no obligation there. We're not going to take your credit card or anything, but you will at least be assured that when we do the webinar, you will be first to know about that. Here's the way the leverage ladder works. At the very bottom of the ladder, I have down here, analog, grind it. The lower level of leverage is where there is no leverage. There's not much. You reach out to people cold. You try to usher them through a process where you book an appointment. Everything is hand-to-hand combat. Everything is grinding it out. It's all analog. It's all you. You're not in two places here. You're in one place. 85% of the sales professionals are earning $75,000 to $200,000 a year. This is where they hang out, at the very bottom of the leverage ladder. And I want to change that for you. So I want to share with you, as you grow up the ladder, which we do in the $1 Million Seller course, as you go up the ladder, you become more leveraged. So the second part is people and technology. I don't know if you can see this or not. Only 5% of the salespeople live here. And this typically is a $200,000 to $500,000 range where you can leverage other people to do what you are doing now so that you have time to go do what you do best, which is, I presume, planning, being in front of prospects, doing proposals, presentations, whatever pays you the highest dollar per hour rate. That's where you need to be. So you may need to leverage other people to use other people's talents and wisdom. You can even go to the virtual mode where you hire a virtual assistant to do some of your what we'll call low pay activities. Another thing in this second rung up is technology. Are you leveraging technology? Are you leveraging LinkedIn? Are you leveraging are you leveraging your phone? Are you shooting videos on your phone? Are you dictating articles on your phone so that you can post them to social media? And so people will say, hey, I like what Jonathan's talking about. I'm going to reach out. Only 5 to 7% of people are fully optimized here and fully leveraged. If you're not, no worries. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that in the webinar and in the course. But that's rung number 2. Rung number 3 here is where you're leveraging other people and other platforms. So you're not just leveraging people who you're hiring to do work. You're leveraging other people's stages, other people's audiences, other people's relationships with people that you want to talk to. So for example, if you sell to, let's just say, sell to accounting firms, there are probably other organizations that have access to the people you want to speak with. Do they do webinars? Could you do a joint webinar, a joint masterclass, maybe a joint appearance or a panel discussion with these people? You need to get in front of other people's audiences who are your audience. If you try to pick them off one at a time, you're back here in the analog rung. I want you to move up. And so the way you do that is to make a list of some of the people that call on your ideal client and joint venture with them in some way. I'm not talking about joining businesses or doing buyouts. I'm just talking about leveraging each other's relationships. And you can help them leverage your relationships too. It's got to be both ways. It can't just be one way. The 4th rung up is having your own platform. And having your own platform is similar to what I'm doing here. I have a YouTube channel. I have a podcast. I have 2 podcasts, the Advanced Selling and the Bill Caskey podcast. Almost all of my leads come from these platforms, but they're my own platforms. I'm not having to go beg to get on somebody else's podcast. If people invite me on, I go, but this is my own platform. You need your own platform. I've got a client right now who started a YouTube channel, and every week he posts a YouTube where he talks about some of the trends in the logistics and freight and shipping business. There's a lot of things going on in that business with droughts and closings of canals and the Red Sea's closed up. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. He posts a video every week-ish to let people know. And then he sends out an email with a thumbnail of that video. And he says, hey, if you're interested in why shipping rates are crazy, go watch this video. I explain it. That's about him having his own platform. So this is where I want to get you. I want to get you to the place where you have your own platform. People are coming to you, not just guests that want to be on, but prospects who say, hey, I've been watching your videos, Bill, and I want to talk to you about training our sales team, or I want to talk to you about you being a coach for me. So these are the 4 rungs of the leverage ladder. At the bottom is analog, and then it goes to other people and technology. It goes to other stages, people who have your stages or your audiences, and then to the point where you have your own audience. If you're interested in this concept, I think everybody ought to be interested in that, whether you're a frontline salesperson or a VP of sales. You've got to start thinking this way, because to scale your business, it can't just be making more cold calls. I know that works for some. It does not work for me. It does not work for most organizations. So think about the leverage ladder as you go through the holidays, and make sure you get on the wait list for the webinar. It's coming up sometime mid-January, I think the 14th or 15th. But go to billcaskey.com. There'll be a wait list, pretty prominent there. Get on that. Plus, there's a little bit of information on the $1 Million Seller program, which begins February 1st. So anyway, hope that helps you. Think about leveraging your business next year. See ya.